Welcome everybody to the Gio and Meatbag Show, episode number 60.
We are here! It's episode number 60, goddammit, get hyped! We got fucking Birth of Monsters!
Yes.
We got Meatbag! We got superior producer Jeremy!
He's so hype.
We got Gio!
Well, welcome everybody.
I'm not done yet! Okay, I'm done.
Welcome everybody to the Gio and Meatbag Show, episode number 60. We got a great episode in store for you guys. We're going to do our classic punk rock talk where every show Joe lists the local shows out for you and lets you know where the fuck to go this weekend and during the week. We also have Birth of Monsters in the fucking studio. We are going to be talking all Birth of Monsters things.
They got new shit!
We're going to be playing some new Birth of Monsters things.
Just an exclusive, right guys?
Yes, it's going to be super. So we definitely got an awesome punk rock talk to do. We also have great stuff to talk about with Through the Table. We have AEW. We're going to talk about All Out. We're going to be talking. Yes, and we're going to be talking the G1 tournament too. Yeah. Tournament in professional wrestling. So we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to talk about the Raw reunion coming tomorrow night. And when you folks are listening to this on the podcast, it's going to be tonight. Yes. And the podcast is at gioandmeatbag.podbean.com. Again, that is. Fuck yeah, guys.
Also, before we get straight into it, we have a shitload of locals tonight. We have Bleach Party USA, Bordertown Devils, Burgundy Jerk, Death Ride, No One Wins, and Negative 32.
Awesome. That's great. That's fucking awesome. All local stuff tonight. So I'm super stoked for that. First and foremost, we want to take a moment to talk about our sponsor, Cosmic Soup Recording.
Wouldn't be possible without you.
Wouldn't be possible. This weekly show wouldn't be possible without Cosmic Soup Recording and all of the awesomeness Jeremy provides us. And if you guys want to be provided with that awesomeness as well, you will look up Cosmic Soup Recording on any social media ends, and you're going to get that $30 an hour, and that includes mixing and mastering, folks. That is if you mention that you heard that ad here at the Gio and Meatbag Show. Top quality recording, folks. All the stuff you hear from No Composure and Squared and Contradictions previous records, that's good stuff. And more Simple Malfunction, they've been in the studio recording here. Torn at the Seam stuff is all Cosmic Soup Recording. So, folks, seriously. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Before we get too far into it here, let's get straight into it.
Straight into it, folks.
How are the levels?
Levels are great.
This is punk rock time!
They don't want to talk about it. They want to tiptoe walk around it. With the flag in mind, there's space in their world.
So, all right, cut the shit, Vic. You guys are on the fucking frying pan now. I'm gonna grill you because it's just you and me. Birth of Monsters and Gio.
Lube it up.
This is our punk rock talk segment for tonight, guys. We are interviewing Birth of Monsters from right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Holy shit, guys! You guys have been hitting the scene hard for the past like fucking 5 years or what, man?
2 years.
No, it seems like it, man. You guys are at every show. Microphone. It's like,
Oh, don't got me?
no, you gotta.
2 years. Oh, it's manual.
Ish.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Ish, that's
We're good. That's me.
2 years though.
Yeah,
Far. Yeah. Maybe a little change on that too, but man, you guys are tearing shit up, man. Every other show I see is Birth of Monsters, and I'm like, these guys are getting out there and they're letting their music be heard.
A lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this last month has been weird, right?
Yeah. And we probably won't be doing that, like, as much.
You're gonna cool the jets
We're
on
gonna
it a
cool
little?
the jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. Every band needs to go away for a little bit, you know, and kind of
Right.
focus on something, which we actually have a little unmastered piece of the little something that you guys have been.
A little teaser.
So yeah, a little teaser for everybody.
Little teaser.
So I'm gonna kick it off. I will ask first and foremost, Birth of Monsters. let's get the origin of the name and the origin of the band.
Well, that's all true. Well, it was High Brazil, which is like, that was the original name. Yeah, it's like an old school, way fucking old, where everybody first came apparently, like where all the badasses started out.
Right.
And then that island just kind of disappears and then shows up every 500 years and then like disappears. But so we went with that.
That is awesome.
And then we're going to call the album Birth Monsters. And then we lost the guitarist. And then we just said fuck it and changed the name to
Yeah.
Birth Monsters. Because High Brazil was kind of whack anyway.
I think it's a good choice because you guys have the BOM, the Birth of Monsters, and everybody's like, oh, Birth of Monsters, Birth of Monsters. You know, it like rolls off the tongue. It's a fucking good band name.
Nice. Nice.
I'm not in any way.
I questioned it when I came to the band. I'm like, what's that? What's it all about?
Yeah.
Well, I always think of it like, oh, we've created a monster, and it's like, you guys are the monsters. You know?
There you go.
You know? It's a good way to look at it. So, Jeremy, do you have any questions? I
Yeah,
thought you
so tell us about the process, you know, of recording the new album. How long has it been?
How long has it been?
No, right?
It took like maybe 4 weeks, but like it was all done in like 2 days a week. So like Monday and then maybe Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
The first day we went in there and just banged out every fucking song. Like 12 songs. Boom.
Damn.
And then we just played them all like 3 times so we would have good ones to
Right.
go back to.
My guitar didn't count.
His,
They kept reminding me that I was just there for timing.
Oh, okay.
scratch. He was doing the scratch.
So you guys played all together, but it was like
Just getting
tracked
drum tracks.
It
individually.
was kind of to get me and Mig.
Yeah.
Really, the drums and bass.
Drum and bass.
That was cool.
And then hit him come back. And
Yeah.
Crank out the guitar.
Right.
And then we've been doing vocals for like 1 day a week, like an hour, 2
Yeah.
a week, just trying to get through the songs. And
Oh, yeah.
we got a rough mix of the CD, and it looks like we need to do a few more.
Yeah.
So is there like a tentative date that you guys are looking for?
September,
Okay.
we would like to
maybe
have it
like
out.
August.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah, right around
earliest.
there. Right around there.
Around August?
Like, yeah,
Is there going to be like a CD release show?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We want to do like another,
One of those day-long.
like a day long at Riffs, get 12 bands or a bunch of bands.
Square's got dibs.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're first on the list, man.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, that's, we still need an album cover. We're struggling with the
Yeah,
art. Like, we still got a lot of work to do.
Where
Yeah.
did that
To be
go?
honest.
I got a bone to pick with Meatbag about that album cover.
So,
Oh yeah.
obviously, since your last album, what's that?
The last on the what?
The last album cover? What?
Last album cover. No, Meatbag. He's being a responsible adult.
Taking care of his kid
Right.
right now.
Yeah, that's right. So, but he's gonna be popping in and out. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah. So, basically, your last album was 3 songs long, and I thought was genius because you guys really just kind of gave a little trickle of yourselves out on the, just on the music websites and shit.
Yeah.
And you really have to go and catch a show to hear your guys' full set. So, which brings me to my question. On this album, how many songs have you guys already been playing, and how many are we, have never heard before?
Good question.
Shit. There's at least one song that no one's ever really heard. Like maybe you
Nice.
had to be at that one show to hear it, and
Yeah.
then you would never hear it again. That song is called. What's it called? I forget because we haven't played it. Yeah, there's at least one out of maybe
Divergently.
12, 13 songs that we have written. There's
Yeah.
at least 1 or 2 that no one's ever really heard more than once.
Good.
Yeah, we played a few of them like once. We gave him a quick run, and then we're like, wow, we need to get tighter on that. Let's fucking play the regular
Back to the
set.
drawing
Yeah.
board.
Back to the regular set. But
Yeah.
we recorded those.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then the
Had
other
to get 'em
10 are
down.
the same shitty songs we've been playing for the past,
Yeah.
Yeah, this
a
guy.
couple years.
Hey,
Whatever, dude.
I know the tricks. But hey, no, honestly, all of your guys' material I love. You guys are a blast to watch on stage. You guys get tighter and tighter each performance. I have no doubt that this album is going to kick ass. So we're gonna take a little break from the interview right now to get into some local music. What do you guys think about that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Hell yeah.
That's where it's at.
I'm down with that. Let's see. Let's mix it up. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's go with Burgundy Jerk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
This song is called "This Trend Spells Trouble."
okay.
enough to simply know the right from wrong? Is it worse if you knew best but still did nothing? Too many times in my own life have I been gone, stuck on the sidelines, writing bad rhymes, crafting bullshit, stupid songs.
Episode number motherfucking 60. 60. See, they even know. They know. What are you smoking on tonight, Gio?
This is Blue Dream.
Oh, your classic. This
This is my go-to.
Welcome back, everybody. We got Birth of Monsters here in the studio. And I noticed you're kind of
Hi.
wondering why I'm bouncing in and out and playing daddy duty. So I'm just, spending a couple minutes in here and then going to take care of the kiddo. But one thing I want to ask is, like, I know that, like, you guys aren't, like, emo fucks at all. You guys are fucking punk rockers. But so I don't want to, without getting too feely about it, what inspired the new songs?
Wow. Oh.
Without pulling the feels out of the bag and being like, okay, lay it on the line. Like, I'm not talking about that. I know you guys don't write music like that.
If you be more, be good if we give you a track list. Yeah, that's what it is. That was totally it. Got to tickle it. Nah.
Yeah, tickle
All
the
right.
pickle there. Rick.
Tickle your pickle there, Rick.
People want to hear your words.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, you should be on
Words.
man. He writes most of the songs.
Oh, Drew writes a lot of the
Yeah.
music. Does he? Is that true?
That's true.
Or is he trying to fucking pull my chain here?
Well, no, you know what's really, when it first started, I was sick of playing drums.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to play guitar and sing, and it turns out I wasn't doing either one very good. So, brought in the other guys, and I'm like, went through like 4 drummers, and I'm like, fuck it, all right, I'll just get back to drums. And then just to get through the songs, I was singing them, and then it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And then,
You're better at drumming and singing than playing guitar and singing.
yeah, maybe.
Well, you are, man. You're
He's been a
killing
drummer
it.
for-
No, you were a
Yeah.
great drummer. You and I, had talked, like, we were supposed to, Drew and I and
Justin.
Justin Waldrop were basically supposed to be what No Composure is now. It was supposed to have Waldrop and Drew in it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when Billy passed away, it was just kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna do this. But
yeah.
But like, I love Drew's drumming. I'm always like a fan of it, and I always have wanted to be in a band with him.
Same.
Me too.
You're fucking amazing, dude. You're one of my inspirations.
Whenever one of these 10 bands kick me out, we'll start something.
Let's do it.
Someone's gonna
Done.
kick me out. It's probably gonna be Squared soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be me,
Gio's already
motherfucker.
sick of me.
In fact, I have a
Back's
letter.
hurting from
I have a letter that's on its way to your house right now.
his back's hurting from carrying me for the last 6 years.
Yeah, that's why I had to get my medical card.
Yeah, and my drums are really heavy too. So,
So
But
no,
yeah.
I'm
Anyways,
checking comments.
Anywho.
Is there any
We
comments
might.
before?
I don't have my
YouTube?
phone on me right. Well,
Yeah,
I
but
do,
you
but
don't.
it's not loaded up. You can
We
comment
were-
on
Hey,
the
if you
YouTube
guys
folks.
if you guys wanna jump on YouTube right now and ask Birth of Monsters
Ask
some
Gio and
questions,
Meatbag. Yeah,
yeah,
ask us
check it
questions.
out. Go ahead and leave a comment.
Ask them questions.
get back
Uncle
to you.
Nate, I know you're watching. You can just text it to me.
Yeah,
But so like Drew basically that's really cool, and that's very interesting that Drew basically kind of came up with a lot of these ideas that you guys are like working on. It's just fucking cool. Like, it's cool to see the drummer, in my opinion, obviously, because I also play a little bit of guitar and do some singing or whatever. Like, I can write songs as well. So
You're really good at guitar.
but
by the
thank
way.
you. And
thought you did. It was great.
it's much respect to someone who can play drums but also write songs as well.
Yeah, I mean, I just have scratch ideas. They take it to a whole nother level. Really.
That's where it starts. I have a really shitty quality recording I do on my phone, and I just record
Yeah.
it with my guitar, and I send it to Jeremy and or
there you go.
Pretty
Gio
much.
for
Yeah,
that
dude.
matter. I'm just like, hey guys, I got a idea, and it sounds like shit, but when we meet up in how many ever days, we'll run with it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right.
we'll like it. Maybe we'll throw it in the garbage can where it belongs.
Right.
I don't know.
You never know.
But
Sometimes,
anyways,
like the goofiest shit turns out to be like the crowd's favorite.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Not to try to like put myself over, but that's what Hardy Parter was all about. For Contradiction, we had and we appreciate your guys' cover of that song. That's always
Love
fun.
that song.
Yeah, dude, that was fun.
That's always fun to jam with you guys on that. But that's what that Billy and I were fucked up on Bud Ice 40s from this liquor store across the street from his apartment. And we were and
They're
we
not-
were
you ain't
going
in
or the
Colorado.
32s, not the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 32 ounces.
And so we had it was on a Tuesday, so it was before Devil's Advocate. And Devil's Advocate open mic show has been running that for so long. And that just shows you how long back in like 2014 or 15 when we wrote 2015 when we wrote that
2015,
song.
Yeah.
And like it was just a fucking it was just a fun party song,
Yeah.
and like it was just kind of like a joke. Turns out to be the
Yeah.
closer of our set for 3 goddamn years, you know?
Yeah.
Seriously, it's just fucking we love it. And even No Composure will throw it out there every once in a while.
Ultimate party song.
Ultimate party song.
Fuck
I
yeah.
know.
So I have a question for Mig here.
Yeah.
So when Birth of Monsters was doing shows, when I first caught wind of who they were and all of that, you weren't in the band yet. And
No.
then I think very next show I saw them at, they were like, yeah, our bassist left and we got this new kid that like we really respect because he's kind of been hanging around at shows and like, really just like showing interest in the band and wanting to be in the band.
Yeah.
My question to you is what gave you the confidence to approach them and actually want to and
Well, I back in like 2015, 16, I was playing in a different band. Totally different style in working, like
Right.
not just musically. We would meet up every Tuesday, Thursday for practice, Sundays, and like it was very kind of like regimented.
Right.
We played some shows, and then we disbanded after one horrible show in Dallas. And I was still like high off of the like, I want to be on stage, I want to play my bass.
Yeah.
And then I found the local punk scene after one of my friends. He was like, "Oh, they do these shows at the Rat's House."
Yeah.
And he took
Nice.
me to one of them. It was Asswipe Junkies. They were filming for Sidewalk Slam.
Oh,
Rat's
nice.
House.
Oh, damn.
And
That was the best show.
That's a really good video,
that was
by the
a
way.
good show. All the bands were awesome, but like I think Birth of Monsters was the last band to go, and I was still there, and I was like, oh shit, they're fucking. This is way different.
Yeah.
This isn't like your typical punk that your typical 4-chord
Yeah.
fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything
Yeah.
kind of punk. And I was like, I'll admit, I went home and tried to see if you guys like had stuff online. I was like, oh shit, no. But I guess I got to go to the next show.
Yep.
Oh.
And the next one,
That's how we got you.
Ah.
yeah,
They stole your heart, man. That's cool.
yeah, they did, man, and it was. I'm really glad that that I did end up playing for him because it's almost like one of those things where like you just see him on stage, you're like, oh, I wish I could do that, and now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
shook my head earlier because he didn't come to us. We actually
We
went to
approached
him.
him.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
So I got that part
Alfie,
wrong.
Our old bass player.
All my
recommended
years
him.
of becoming a journalist has
What does it
failed
take
me.
to have a
Sorry.
good band?
I didn't mean to cut you off, Drew. What were you saying?
Our old bass player recommended him. He's like, I got to quit, but I really think you should get Miguel in the band. And we're like,
Nice.
really? Would he do that?
Checked him out, and he's fucking badass. And then he was showing up at like a lot of the shows, and we're like,
Yeah.
that's like 2/3 of the fucking band.
Damn, yeah.
Reliable,
That's
He was
It's
there
the
before
resume.
we were.
so, and you do damn good at your job.
So good that he almost played bass for Squared before Trevor was
Yeah.
so willingly
Yeah.
wanting to jam with us. Like he was this close.
Whenever
he's that damn good.
whenever Trevor's unavailable, man, we'll hit you up and you can fucking jam a set with us and,
Yeah,
and
dude.
shit like
Yeah.
that, you know?
We're just like fucking jamming with homies, dude. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Can I say his band before sounds like Enter Shikari? They were fucking
Really?
totally
Wow.
different and bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really fucking sick.
Fuck yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'd rather not really go there, but
That's fucking
We'll talk about all that on a different episode.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm
maybe
just
not
playing.
on
I got
episode.
a bone to pick with Meatbag over here about that
What?
album cover.
What
Yes.
album cover?
Accident 31, man.
Oh, really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, look. So, girl sends me pictures of her bathwater. I'm like, oh my god, if we totally contrast that shit out, it looked like a universe. And
Okay.
I'm like, and we're kind of already talked about how the universe wants to destroy us,
Right.
wants to kill us. The universe wants to kill us. And so bathwater. Dude, I want to show you. Just can't swipe left.
yeah,
Not
he
dead.
said.
What kind of bathwater? Like how old?
Like
How long it's been
Van
sitting
Gogh,
there
Van
for?
Gogh looking bathwater. Not
Ooh.
like straight up Van Gogh. There you go. There you go. Like straight up Van Gogh looking bathwater.
What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Not right. Wait. Where's the big one?
Oh nope, that was a picture of
Those are boobies. No, I'm just kidding.
What the trippy is that? That's cool, dude.
That was that. Yeah. So I was like trying to make that into space and shit. Like
Bathwater, dude.
Trying to edit the photo.
almost making it a little microcosmic and shit, or I was making it spacey. Wait, that was like alien as fuck.
That's
Damn.
cool. That's fucking tight, dude.
And
Okay.
then you guys came out with bathwater.
Ah,
I'm like, fuck you, Carl Sagan. Collective unconsciousness bullshit.
That's hilarious. So Uncle Nate did have a question. So he did say they are just a three-piece band. Question mark.
We are just a three.
Yeah.
They are in fact just a three-piece band. And then he wanted to comment, they have a killer sound for just three guys. So it sounds like he knew the answer to his own question. Thank you very much,
Uncle
Uncle
Nate.
Nate.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Love
Uncle
you.
Nate.
Great journalism right there.
Yes.
To make it really,
That's how smart he is. He has a question. He's not afraid to ask a question.
So
But
he types
probably
it
has
on
the
YouTube.
He has it, yeah.
If
He
you're
says that
listening to
YouTube's
Spotify,
fucking up. I don't know.
It's if you're listening to the Spotify, the guitars were doubled, and then the solos came in afterwards. So
Which isn't really fake because
Oh.
I have actually seen Vic play two guitars at once at a show.
Yes, he rocks the double neck.
He's that's why I question the whole 3-member thing because I've seen him do double neck.
Yes.
And
It's like Kyle Gass with the guitar.
the
and-
ladies'
yeah,
legs.
the ladies' legs.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's fucking great. Well, we're stoked to have you guys hanging with us
Thanks for
tonight,
having
dude.
us,
Yeah,
man.
dude, of course.
So what do you say we give the people what the people want and give them their
holy fuck.
What do the people
weekly
want?
dose
What
of
did they want?
Every show,
show
Joe?
announcements? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Every show,
And then make
Joe.
sure
Joe.
you guys go to patreon.com/every show Joe. Donate the man a couple bucks for the cause because it only gas is back under $3 a gallon
Yep.
still. So
Sweet.
Times are
$3
good.
gets the man to a show and back to his house.
Fuck yeah.
Seriously.
He's just doing it for the cause.
Yeah.
And he legit is the fucking most humble, coolest cat there is in the scene.
Yep.
He doesn't talk a lot, but if you go talk to him, you'll understand what we're
Well,
talking
he saves
about.
all his talking for his podcast that you can go and watch every single week
That's right.
Yes.
And it is called Concerts.
to consoles.
I don't know how we were gonna do that, but we did.
There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two
One of them is called Concerts to Consoles, and the next one you're about to get a piece of right now, baby, and it is
Motherfucker.
called Every Show Joe Says Go.
Back.
Love Joe.
Monday, I got nothing. Tuesday, got the Red Pears, the grins and instructions at the Rebel Lounge. I was actually just listening to the Red Pears and I really enjoyed them. So that is probably one of the better shows this week. And the only one I got on Tuesday here. Wednesday, we've got Potbelly with Earthwalker and From Mars at the Krusty Palms. Thursday, we got the Mailboxes of the Coyote Tango, Bedland at Last Exit Live. We also got School of Rock All-Stars. They're playing with support from some of the house bands from the School of Rock at the Rebel Lounge. Then, Friday we've got Max Sabbath with Oakley Dokley, Playboy Man Baby, and God Speedball, which unfortunately this is going to be the last time God Speedball is playing. So if you want to go catch them one more time, that's going to be where you're going to go at the Marquee Theater. Then we also got Sarcasm with Mount Mural, and Hi, my name is Ryan at the Yucca Tap. We got some Jaywalkers, maybe next year's Clam Slam, and Altercation at the Grid. The Faded Pictures of Man Hands, Fat Gray Cat at Chopper John's, which Man Hands, they've been playing a lot more, which is super cool. They're really good. I'm happy to see their name popping up and playing more. You really should go check them out if you haven't, or if you already did and you like them, go do that too. And yes, I was told the Zombie Zone tentatively is scheduled to be playing the Rips Bar next Friday, so we're going to put that on this list to wrap up the week's update. Of course, like I said at the top, there are a couple Yucca stuff coming through to mention to you. Plus, not only can you pick up your tickets at yuccatap.com, you can do it in person at the Yucca or at Shirts and Things with no fees. So, really cool stuff. Get that souvenir if you prefer it. The ticket sub. But yeah, coming up a week from Sunday, July 28th, we got Franks and Deans plus guests. We also got the Red Scare Tour coming through, celebrating. We've got Elway, Ramona, Sam Russell, and All City Warning on August 11th. Plus, like I said last week, just announced Fayuca. They're playing with Two Tone Lizard Kings, Maple Sweep, and the Irie, August 17th at the Yucca Tap. So some really good stuff coming through. Of course, the few things for me to mention, as you can tell, I got a sponsor. So I'm a small guy. I don't make anything really on YouTube. So you can always support me in a couple ways. First, subscribe. There should be a little icon here or below. Subscribe, get notifications when these go up, and the Concerts Consoles episodes. Really simple, really cool. Second thing, head over to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Even $1 goes a bit. So if you can afford it, please help me out there. Try to keep the ads limited through support. Let's see. Tomorrow, got the Line Cutters. They're going to be on Concerts of Consoles, and I think we're playing Bloodborne. You'll see. Tune in. We'll figure that out. Thank you, Tony from Dumpster Hunt, for the theme at the top. Like I said, if you're going to keep up with me in real time, Every Show Joe, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook. There you go. Plus everyshowjoe.com and No Sincere Engineer Pictures. Yeah. So yeah, until next week, of course, you guys take care. And, well, like I always say, share. If you like them, especially the small guys and the little guys, share their music, share links to them, spread the word, because the bands will appreciate it, but it also helps them grow. And as they grow, well, there's going to be more people clamoring for that awesome music, so they're going to make more of that awesome music they already like. And it's just reciprocal. It's awesome. They'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it. It all works. So yeah, until next week, you guys take care and have fun at some of those shows.
Thank you so much, Every Show Joe, for giving us our weekly dose of local shows to be at. I know he's seen a fair share of your guys' sets. It's always fun talking to Joe.
It is.
Yeah, I've got a collection of pictures that are yet to be released.
Nice.
Joe at shows.
Joe at shows.
Yeah. Like
okay.
Photobombed him every show.
Oh, nice.
It's great. The first set was released too early, but that.
It's okay. It's a precursor to what's to come.
That's right.
I think you
That's
should make
right,
a whole Facebook page dedicated to it.
No shit. Nah, dude, I can
Every
barely
Show
keep on
Joe
top of the
at
Birth of
shows.
Monsters. I barely keep on top of the Burst of Monsters page.
Just send them to me. I'll do it. Every Show Joe at shows.
I like to
Boom.
make them black and white because it's hard to bring up the color, the lighting, and not have the colors bleed out or be
Well, I
all
think-
fucking shitty.
Joe's profile just fits better in the black
He's
and
got
white.
that stoic look.
Yeah.
You know, he'll
There
give
it
you
is.
that.
It's like
Got that
classic
strong
shit.
jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his reply to your thing? He's like, "Oh, I got a lot of different shirts."
Yeah.
That's all he could say.
He does.
All right.
He does a lot of shows, man.
So do you guys want to quit beating around the bush and give the people this brand new track?
Which one's that?
The one that
Oh,
Sir
yeah, get your
Sir Vicathin has on his phone here.
It's called Wrath of Kai.
Well, don't announce it yet. What is it?
Oh,
The song is called "It's Gonna Take 5 Minutes Before We Play It," which is
I'm
like
totally on top of this.
a live squared song. It's gonna take 5 minutes before we play it.
but it's coming.
Let's do it. Oh, I see you got an iPhone there. Do you have a headphone jack?
Yeah, you can plug it right in.
Cool. Case won't allow it.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Mosh
We
pit.
got it.
Mosh pit.
That was the last interview.
This was the last episode. Episode 60. Very last episode.
And again, it's barely mixed,
By the way,
unmastered.
Jeremy ruling it. Cosmic Soup recording.
Well,
Josh Rosenboom.
we were kind of hitting you guys up like, all right, let's
That's true.
do an interview with Birth of Monsters, and you guys have a track? And I kind of put you guys on the spot about it, I feel,
Really
because,
did, dude.
you know.
You really
Heyo.
did.
But hey,
Could talked about. that
I'm
outside
proud of
instead
myself for
making a
lighting
stick
that
joke.
fire up under your guys' asses then.
We
all right?
needed that.
Cool. Yeah,
Good.
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
needed that.
Yeah.
We're like, we need tracks, people. Especially our millions of viewers and downloaders.
Yes.
Vic, you can sit here. Or that. You can sit here.
Just kidding.
You're not in anybody's way.
No, I'm not in Meatbag's chair though.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Meatbag. I totally forgot about that guy.
Totally forgot.
All right, guys, so go ahead and announce it, but we're going to do one word per member. So this,
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you guys.
The universe wants to kill us.
Good thing you forgot.
Is
'cause
the
I forgot
album.
too. I don't know the name of the song.
What's the name of the song?
Oh,
Brand new, unmixed, unmastered, straight out of the archives of the new record. Birth of Monsters.
You're listening to the Gio and Meatbag Hour. Go Birth of Monsters. This is Rap Kai. Rap Kai.
The voices in your eyes, rap guy, shadows in the night, but beside you die. Make me realize, rap guy, fear you have inside that she is never satisfied. The failure in your eyes, rap guy, all time she can't describe, but beside you die. How zeros compromise, rap guy, fear you have inside that you will die by homicide. The voltage in your eyes, rap guy, shadows in the night, but beside you die. Make me realize, rap guy, got me with the sparkler, You die. You die. You die. You die.
All right, guys, brand new, unreleased track from Birth of Monsters, Wrath of Kai. So let's talk a little bit, because during that song, you guys were just telling me about how when you get to that point in an album making process,
Yes.
you kind of get tunnel vision with the whole album, and you start to think like, oh, it's, this isn't good, or you start to kind
To
of have
cringe
your-
when you're listening to your own songs. You've
Yeah.
been stoked all the time, and all of a sudden you're cringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, and it's a great point. I've been there.
Mhm.
Every album, every song we do, I sit there and listen to it over and over, and then give Jeremy a 7-page list of all the things I don't like about it, and then he basically just auto tunes the whole album. No, I'm just kidding. No,
There it is.
no. What I was gonna say about that is, us, like me sitting here from an outside perspective, you guys are like, oh my god, I'm so sick of this song, and I'm like, this is fucking rad. Like especially unmixed and unmastered, like lightly mixed and unmastered.
It
It's
sounded great.
yeah, it sounds great. So
Josh Rosenboom at SCR. Sorry, Jeremy, but
Fine.
he's
Yeah.
fucking. He's our
he'll
go-to dude,
he'll
man.
beep it out.
He's
He's our go-to guy.
he's been with us. He knows the
Yeah.
sound
That's
that
awesome.
we need.
Yeah. No, but that's basically where I'm going with it. Is that like, don't give up on it. No matter what, you guys like feel like how sick of it you are of hearing it,
Yeah.
you know that nobody else has heard this album. So
Oh shit, that's the point I was trying to hit on. That point where you're like, and I try and tell new songwriters this all the time. That point in the future when you're already sick of your song, that's when you send it back to the present you, so that when you're writing a song, it's not like you're writing it, you're just fucking remembering it from the future.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a very good way to look at it.
Thoughts.
That's like instead of getting sick of it. Yeah. Instead of getting sick of it, you're actually just kind of refreshing it in your own.
Just making it happen. You're Bill and Tedsing it, or Tedding it. Bill and Tedding it. You're putting the bucket, or whatever.
Deep
Someti-
thoughts
You
from
know, you
Vic.
can hear it. You can hear it in your head. you know?
Yeah.
And then just having it. I don't know. I don't even know.
When you lay it out.
Yeah, when you put it down, it's like.
Sounds like you're remembering
Yeah.
Right. Valid point. Valid point. So, all that being said, it sounds great. Don't give up on any of the tracks.
You can do it.
You can do it.
We're past
And,
the point of no return. I mean, we've
Oh,
already
yeah.
started paying for it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's coming out whether you like
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Sure.
don't buy all our albums and then burn them.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Don't rip copies of it. All
Great
right.
idea.
Oh, you mean like actually burn them, like Metallica status, like Napster,
Oh, Napster.
the Napster files. All right. So.
Bootleg it. I'll
Yeah,
sell
bootleg.
it myself.
So, let's get into one more local music break.
Yes.
We got Bleach Party USA.
Oh, yeah, Tucson.
Right after that, we have another Tucson band, Portertown Devils.
Watertown. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Two awesome bands right there.
hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number 60. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will get into wrestling right after these two badass songs. This right here is Bleach Party USA with Party Buster.
Daddy's on the can Open wounds in my chest, feeling everything tight. This wide open gas, well, there ain't nothing I can hide. I'm an open book to read. Ligaments and arteries, take a good long look in here. Won't you tell me what you see? Torn open, ripped open, oh, won't you let me be? Flesh laid open, well, I'm hoping you'll stop torturing me. Please let me be. Dig your nails in my skin while you're holding me in place. Rip bed shreds from my back while you left right in my face. Finding vengeance in my blood. Trying to make yourself feel good. I'm not trying to fight back. There ain't no reason why I should. Torn open, ripped open. Oh, won't you let me be? Flesh laid open. Well, I'm hoping you'll stop torturing me. Please let me be. I know I've done wrong. I know I caused you pain. Hate me if you must. I won't hurt you again. Torn open, ripped open. Oh, won't you let me be? Flesh laid open, well, ripped open. You'll stop torturing me. Please let me be. Oh, won't you let me be? Please let me be. Oh, won't you let me be? Please let me be.
That is goddamn right. I'm gonna curse a lot because we just played Bleach Party USA with Party Buster, and then the second song y'all heard was Bordertown Devils with Open.
Fuck yeah.
Two great Tucson, Arizona bands.
Yeah, if they come out here, Phoenix, you better see them because they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, and they deserve your
They do.
support. Episode number 60. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for staying with us here on the YouTubes. The podcast version shall be available tomorrow on Monday,
Hell yeah.
which will be the 22nd of July, 2019, for those keeping score.
Yep.
We got Birth of Monsters in the house still. I cannot
Fuck
get rid of them.
Can't get rid of us. We're moving in.
They're just like leechers, man. Lingers.
Hey, can I ask you guys, when are you guys playing again? Jeremy? When you playing?
So No Composure doesn't have any shows booked. The last show we played was with you guys. We just really wanted to focus on the EP and put that out and then, you know, with our busy schedules and stuff, we're just trying to wait for like a cool show to you know, come around. So it'll probably be like late August, September, you know.
Nice.
Because Meatbag, he's finishing the Accident Theory album,
Yeah.
and then they're going to be having a CD release show on September 6th. So he's kind of focused on that, but we just had a No Composure practice today, and Steve's already got like 3 new songs that he's
machine.
messing around with. Yeah,
He is a machine.
So we're just, you know, we're just seeing how it goes.
Makes it work.
And Torn at the Seam, you still playing with them?
Yeah, and then Torn at the Seam, we're in the middle of recording full length, and Todd's sending me new songs, you know, every day. You know, it
Another
seems like
machine.
that I'm like have to learn and everything. And so we started. They were here a couple weeks ago. They were on the show.
Yeah, they were
we
last
started recording
Saw that.
3 new songs, and then we'll probably have them back in a couple weeks and do like 3 more.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's going great, and we'll probably be down at Devil's Advocate on Tuesday. So Todd's really excited. He wants to play some new songs. So we're we're super excited. Like we took some time off because Tuffy had surgery and so
Which
he's
is-
all healed up now.
Yeah.
So now,
Fuck
and-
yeah.
Speedy
And then
recovery.
Danny's
Cheers.
been touring, of course. He's busiest guy in the business, so he'll be back. So we can get some horns on the songs.
Oh
and-
yeah,
He's
that's
busier
sweet
than
brass,
Showy?
baby.
Oh
What?
God.
Damn,
What?
I didn't think that was possible.
No, it's
Showy,
not possible.
Showy's
No, it's not possible.
busy, but Danny's tours a lot, so he's not always.
Not in town.
Not present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to deal with
Yeah.
his schedule, but it's all good, man.
You
So
guys
we'll
have
be-
any?
we don't have a specific date yet, but we're gonna try to release the album in September. I mean, that's hopefully, yeah. So yeah,
Beginning
yeah.
of September as well.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have like a big like rager, and apparently fucking Squirt has already
Oh,
agreed
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, we're already booked.
Squirt's headlining already.
There's headlining. Yeah.
No, we're professional
They're
show
gonna st-
openers.
Steelers Thunder.
I like opening better, don't you?
No
Yeah,
complaints.
yeah. You can open,
Yeah.
you can
So then you
play,
can get
and then
drunk,
just get
hang out all
wasted
night.
Have a
and hang
blast. No, you guys can stick us wherever you want.
out. Yes.
Is that a promise?
Take that anywhere you want. You
That's
guys
what
have any
Goat
plans
said.
for merchandise for this
Merchandise.
next
Once
album?
we figure out the album cover, then
Yeah, I know.
Then it'll be,
Fucking work.
Well, I was gonna say because I
Meatbag.
actually
Speaking of merchandise,
I actually know a guy, and
Oh, you know a guy?
we know a guy and a gal,
No
and
shit.
that is one of our sponsors here on the Gio and Meatbag Show, Bodacious Prints.
Fuck yeah.
They can hook you guys up, and I'll
Nice
tell you
sugars.
right now, yeah. Chris and Lola, they specialize in heat sublimating transfers and screen printing. They do
And just,
shirts, hats, hoodies, patches, koozies, mugs, pint glasses, you name it.
Yeah.
Perfect for bands like you, businesses, teams, parties, etc. Their single color screen print shirts start at $6 each.
That's cheap.
That's small through extra
yeah,
large.
dude. I spent
Cheap.
way too much last time.
Small extra charge on the double XLs for the larger homies out there. But, you know, we all understand the struggle. More material, more money, more problems. All right? So, hats start at $6 each. And the big seller here is that there's no screen setup fees and no minimum orders.
Save that $15. Damn.
No screen setup, no minimum orders.
No shit, because that's a
Yeah,
that's a hell of a deal.
That's
Alright,
the best deal you're going to get.
We're sold.
Facebook.com/BodaciousAZ or BodaciousAZ@gmail.com. Hit those guys up. I know you guys always have the sick ass shirts, the sick ass merch. Hit them up. They can print it for you at a
Yes.
low price.
We're
Because
sold.
you know
They're
we're
gonna do
all
all
broke
of
out
it.
here.
They're gonna do all our shit next time.
hell
sure.
yeah.
All
All
right.
them guys.
So, I know Mig's been chomping at the bit here for this, and so have I. And Meatbag is actually gonna come back and join us here soon.
He's gonna make his grand entrance. We have
He's
to
gonna-
put his theme music on.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking Kramer in the door. This segment right here is one of our favorite segments on the podcast. This is Through the Table.
Yeah, he can have some chips.
Yes, he can have chips.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
this is our segment right here where we like to talk about pro wrestling. Whole lot of shit going on in the world of pro wrestling right now. We have All Elite Wrestling. We have WWE, of course. We have New Japan with their G1 Supercard, and here comes Kramer himself. I told you it would happen. I told you it would happen. New Japan has got the G1 Supercard happening right now.
yes.
Oh,
Whatever.
Oh.
I needed the paper.
You said Kramer, so I had to act like Kramer.
You had to Kramer your way in and out. No,
I
so
was like tuning in from my phone, and I was like, shit, there's a little bit of a delay. They're getting ready to talk about the fucking G1. I gotta run.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we can start there.
yes, let's start with the G1. Recently you had, what was it, round 5 at, what was the arena called again?
Corrigan Hall.
Yes,
Tokyo.
Legendary
arena or hall, let's call it. And what was crazy is you actually seen John Moxley headline that show.
Yeah. He main evented a New Japan show.
The Ishii, right?
Yeah, against no, wait, was it?
I
I
think it
can't
was Ishii.
remember. There was so much
Pitbull.
going on. Where's it? Yeah, Stone Pitbull.
Stone Pitbull.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was an aggressive match. You've seen a lot of shoving, a lot of head-to-head shoving each other.
Yeah.
And then Ishii is like super known for that no-selling, like punches to the face and stuff. You know what I mean? Because he's the Stone Pitbull. I mean, he is a fucking, he's very aggressive, which
He'll
is really
literally
cool.
go head-to-head with you.
And then what happened was the round before that, when Jon Moxley was out there doing his tag match, Ishii had attacked him.
Oh, okay. So it kind of set up for later.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And it was really cool because Ishii put him over, made him look really, really strong, and it was a good headline match. There was a lot of other good stuff too. I seen the most incredible chop of my entire life with Will Ospreay versus Okada. It was. Big Show don't have shit on whatever Ospreay did.
Let's get a sound clip.
You got that clip, right? I
Yeah.
sent it to you on the chat, dude. Yes, this is the loudest fucking chop I've ever heard in my damn life.
All right, guys, check this out.
This is from a fan's TV.
Oh my god.
God damn, dude. Yeah, play it again. Jeremy and I had to watch it 5 times.
Oh my god.
And you would expect someone like Big Show to pull something like that off, but
Oh,
he's a
man.
junior heavyweight.
Yeah, that is the junior heavyweight, the IWGP junior heavyweight champion, doing that to the heavyweight IWGP heavyweight champion. So I mean, and it was a great match overall. Honestly, like, there was a lot of cool spots in round 5. Just like it is the biggest wrestling tournament ever.
Oh yeah.
So
Big, who you got? What's your take?
So I've got Ibushi for Block A, Naito for Block B. Ibushi for Block A because it's just a matter of time when he's gonna step into the role of the ace of New Japan.
I completely agree with that.
Tanahashi's on his way out. I mean, like they're gonna keep him, of course, but he's on his way down to the mid card. He's getting old.
Right.
The severity of his injuries are more severe.
Yeah. Well, and that shit catches up to you.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's supposed to be the next one, but it's when this could be it. Naito for Block B because he's already there. He's like already at the top.
It's almost the same thing, a matter of when.
Yeah.
You know?
Like when he has a chance, like it always seems like he gets stripped of it. And just like last year when you had the Bullet Club be the ultra heels.
Right.
Yeah.
I think LIJ could take that spot. They could be like Bullet Club was last year. Naito could be the big heel.
Absolutely.
Especially did you guys see the match at Dominion?
Yeah. It was Naito versus Ibushi.
Yeah.
And he did, there was dude, what I strictly remember from that match was Ibushi taking a fucking German on the apron and he hit his head really fucking hard and he also had a massive goose egg on his foot. It was huge. We'll have to find that picture.
But
We
it's
talked about that.
the ending of the match though when Naito won and he was holding the belt.
Right.
And he stepped on Ibushi's head like I'm the champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that match was for the IWGP Intercontinental
Which
Championship
in
too.
in New Japan they don't do shit like that. Like it's
No.
very honorable, respectful. Yeah. So like
Yes, absolutely.
for somebody to go that heel and do shit like that, it's like a big deal over there.
Yes, it is. It is.
Maybe our arrogance is spreading.
Yeah. They're starting to do a little American style TV or
Right.
something, you know?
Dude, it was a great show. Round 5, anyways. The entire G1 tournament so far is just awesome. Ibushi, not where I want to see him right now, being in that losing spot. Definitely not where I want to see him right now.
Yeah.
Naito, it's nice to see that he finally got a win. Like Mig said, the commentators finally spotlighted on nobody has ever won the G1 who lost their first 3 matches in a row.
Right.
And Naito finally won, so maybe he's got that chance. And, you know, it's just a matter of when with Naito. Seriously, he's won the IC championship a bunch. It's time for him to take on Okada. Like, that would be a great match for sure.
Ibushi's still in the fucking game?
Yeah, everyone still is.
Yeah, you're still in.
The guys who have perfect records could still go on a losing streak
Yep.
and just get knocked out.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
true. Anybody's game.
Yep. It's true.
Yeah, this is like the pre-tournament where you score all your points for the tournament, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
It's well, this is the tournament, but it is the start of the
The
tournament.
start, yeah,
It's like till August. Like it goes on till August. It's
it's
20.
like the World Series of wrestling. but
It's like
better.
20, 29 events or something like that, or 30 something events. It's a very long
Yeah.
tournament, and it's just multiple times a week too. Multiple times a week. It's insane. So yeah, very interested. Just want to say G1 off to a killer start so far. Seriously. Lance is it's crazy. He hasn't lost a single match yet. Lance Archer, and he's been using that claw fucking finisher and shit. It's pretty intense. You know it, dude. You know it.
Like the Kali claw.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
damn.
a beast though, dude. He's he's a monster. Him and Will Ospreay had a really cool match, and Ospreay ended up losing. That was his first loss. Or I'm not sure if he actually lost to Okada. It's just there's so many matches going on. It's a lot to cover. But yeah, the G1. What do you think? So far, so good. Other than obviously Ibushi and Naito not being on a winning streak.
I'm still very kind of hung up on that Naito lost against Toru Yano, of all people, in the first match with his basic shtick, taking the turnbuckle pads off and then low blow.
And did you see fucking Switchblade lose as well? That
Oh, yeah,
that
the
was
same
like
way.
the same way, and Switchblade lost. He's like one of the top guys
Yeah.
right now, and it's just crazy. He's like they're pushing that angle, you know what I mean, with the heel, cheating his way to the top.
Is
Right.
there a turnbuckle rule?
They have pads. It's kind of different in New
Right,
Japan.
but
It's like a
is it
straight
turnbuckle
body
rule?
pad.
Not-
No.
really.
You can't because
Yeah.
that'll get you disqualified.
Yeah.
But you don't ever really get disqualified. That's just kind of one of
Well,
those.
you got to do it
works.
without getting caught, is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, have your back to the ref.
Yeah.
And then
That old move.
so yeah, G1 is going great so far. I'm really stoked for All Out at the end of August. There's a lot of cool stuff. I really was happy with the angle of Hangman Page and Chris Jericho at Fight for the Fallen.
Yes.
Now, if you watched Road to All Out, you actually got a good glimpse of what Hangman Page's eye looks like.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked.
It's really fucked
He
up.
rips the stitches out of his eye in that promo.
And did you? All right, so I didn't notice this last episode, but if you really watch Sean Spears' interview, like the whole thing with JR,
Yeah.
who comes out at the end? Do you remember?
I didn't watch until the end.
It's
I was at work.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I was at work.
It was just kind of like, oh, this is just an interview. I'll get to it. But if you look who comes in at the end and whispers in his ear, Sean Spears says right before the
Oh,
end,
it was Tony Blanchard. I did watch till the end.
fucking
Tully Blanchard.
Blanchard.
Yeah, excuse me.
Tully, one of the original Four Horsemen.
Yep. Tully
and he
Blanchard.
and he said, I have an ace up my sleeve, JR. And then Tully came, whispered in his ear, and Tully told JR, this interview's over.
Yeah.
So
I did watch till the end now that
you're
now that
kind
you
of
bring that up.
bringing back a story from ages ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Dusty Rhodes against just about anybody in the Four Horsemen. You know
Yep.
what I mean? They all were out to get Dusty Rhodes.
Milk a dream.
That's very interesting. That'll be a good match. You got Bucks versus Lucha Bros in a ladder match. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be obviously awesome.
You know it's going to be ridiculously
Hopefully this is
awesome.
the end all be all because they've been putting those two a lot together. Moxley versus Omega. I'm really happy Moxley's been wrestling in New Japan because now he's going to be used to Kenny Omega's style a little bit more.
Right.
And it's going to be a super great match. It's going to be fucking crazy, dude. So many. And then the AEW Women's Championship is going to be revealed. It's gonna
Yeah.
be super awesome. It's gonna be a
Obviously,
great
more
show.
advancements for the. Maybe we'll see some more advancements for the AEW tag team division there.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
who- see
exactly.
Who's going to get
yeah,
that
because
second slot? Because I think
who got the first round
Private
bye?
Party.
Yeah, I think Private Party got the
Got
first
the-
round bye.
The first round bye.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's going to
So,
be
that'll be
interesting to see unfold because you know they're going to build on that.
Right. How much music we got? You want to play a song before we start talking about a little bit of Raw Reunion?
Yeah.
I'm actually a little bit stoked for Raw Reunion, to be honest, just to see all those old familiar faces. But let's get into a song before we
Yeah.
get too much on it.
So
What do we
this
got, Gio? You
right
introduce
here-
it to the people, all right?
We're gonna go a little north of Phoenix here, and go with or not north of Phoenix, northern Arizona here,
It's north of Phoenix, northeast-ish, I think.
northeast. But yeah, we got -32 with The Tube.
Tube.
I'm running through the channels while you're running through my mind. I lost the remote again. I can't turn the sentries on, so how will I clear my mind? I don't feel like barging in and men with a how are you and how have you been? I'm just the same old me, stuck on the couch watching the TV. Watching the TV. I'm running through the channels, I can't find out what I need. How are you and what's his name? Get with the awful calls, just scratch my balls and remember those times I was watching them with a how are you and how have you been? I'm just the same old me, stuck on the couch watching the TV. And how could it be that this was once you and me? Watching the TV, watching the TV, watching the TV. I flip through the guide, but nothing's on. Can't break my routine since you've been gone. The price is right, it's been on all day. I sit on my ass, but what can I say? I'm just the same old me, stuck on the couch watching the TV. And how could it be that this was once you and me? Watching the TV, watching the TV, watching the TV. We were watching the TV.
Fucking A, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch the show.
-32, all the way out of Sholo, Arizona, bringing us their version of what they like to call the punk rock.
Never heard of them. They're pretty awesome. That was good.
Yeah, they're
Melodic.
northern band.
Yeah.
They've they reached out to me a long time ago, and when we were Alex Squared, and we were supposed to do one of their shows, and then something came up, but we basically have been kind of internet friends ever since then. Like, I'll share your stuff, you share ours, and stuff like that. So, hell yeah. From Sholo.
Up there. They're
What at the Prescott show with them?
no the Flagstaff show.
There's the Blissons from.
Blissons!
So it's always crazy to hear from like that. There's a band outside of Tucson, Phoenix, or Flagstaff.
Right.
Because you just said Sholo was like
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
What's going on out
Oh
there?
yeah.
Yeah, they got bands and shit.
Yeah.
Go see them.
That was one of the things that we like wrote off of, was like, these guys are from Payson?
Yeah,
like, what the
I
fuck
never
is
knew there was
Payson?
anybody that played music
Yeah.
in Payson.
Seriously.
Yeah. And Payson is actually there's a lot of musicians out there. There's a lot. Classic rock, all kinds of different musicians. But yeah, so to get some goddamn order in here, ref. You see I got my referee shirt on tonight. All right. We're talking about wrestling, all right? Music is past, and we'll come back to it. But no, in all honesty, we got WWE's Raw reunion tomorrow, which is said to have over 30 superstars from the past returning. We got like faces like Stone Cold.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he passed.
Macho Man.
Roddy's Macho's passed. Yeah, all the good ones are gone. So we're left with people like Devon Dudley. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's pretty. I'm actually gonna tune in tomorrow, and I got the day off, so I might as well
Hell yeah.
see what faces pop up and what kind of turns they're looking to make, because as most people may know, Eric Bischoff got hired to be the director of SmackDown Live, and then Paul Heyman, the legendary ECW guy, got hired to direct Raw. So we want to see more of Paul Heyman's fingerprints on the episode and just give it that edge that it needs
For sure.
to
Go
come
from
back to.
TV PG to TV 14, I think.
Yeah, TV 14. Doesn't have to go all the way to TVMA.
No.
You can get away with TV 14,
And you got to be on Showtime
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Hulu.
So-
No, now Hulu.
So yeah, that's going to be exciting. Our next episode, we will talk about basically what happened on the episode, what we thought was cool, stuff like that. But I actually wanted to get into a kind of a deeper question here and kind of backpedal it a little bit, because I noticed that when Mig over here talks about wrestling, he knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
So
Lights up.
yeah,
All right.
and I kind of had a question for you. It was going to be basically, what got you into watching wrestling, and what gives you, like, what product do you think, or products do you think, keep you interested in it?
I can tell you the exact year I got into it. It was 1999. I was a kid in like second grade, first grade. My uncle, who immigrated from Mexico, was staying at our house. He was staying in one of our spare rooms, and then one day he just like called me into his room, like, "What does he want?"
Right,
And like he stumbled on SmackDown on UPN 45.
right.
I remember.
I remember
And
when
I
it was on
remember
there.
that first match. I think it was a tornado tag match. The Hardys and I think it was Edge and Christian. It was for Terry Runnels' managerial.
Oh,
services.
okay, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first match I ever watched. And then we never had cable up
Right.
until like 2005, 2006. So I could never watch Raw. I didn't know what WCW was.
Oh, wow.
One day when I was at one of my friend's house on a Monday, he had cable, and I was like, turn it on to wrestling, because I thought WWE Raw was wrestling,
Right.
right?
That was
So-
the only wrestling.
So he's flipping through the channels, and he comes up on Nitro, and I was like, what's this? This isn't it.
Yeah. This is the off-brand.
This is the different stuff.
Yeah, so, and I
I
didn't
don't
know.
want the great value
I was
brand.
just gonna say.
Yeah, and I just didn't know like what channel it was on, because I didn't have cable. So I was like, well, I guess it's
Yeah.
not gonna change
This is
it. I don't know
something.
where it's at.
It's
So.
what it is.
But yeah, and then once we got cable, I was able to watch like AAA on like on the Spanish channels on, I forget what channel it was, like channel 400 something on DirecTV.
Yeah. Lucha Libre.
CMLL, which is really weird to get into.
Right.
It's
And-
just
yeah.
it's just hard if like it's just hard for some people if they're not, fluent with like Spanish, you know what I mean? It's just hard for some people. To
Yeah.
me, like I could just watch it and just appreciate the wrestling and not know what the hell anyone's talking about.
Yeah.
But I could just appreciate the wrestling. That's just me.
No, he's talking about CMLL.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I was
You-
just spotting on AAA.
You guys know how WWE's doing like the bet like 2 out of 3
Yeah.
like for the commercial breaks.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah,
they
yeah.
stole that from CMLL, but they're doing it so wrong. They're like, it's just they need to take a gander at that rule book from CLLL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because they're doing the whole best 2 out of 3 falls match, and then the commercial break comes after the second fall,
Yeah.
right? Or the
something like
first
who
fall.
knows?
Yeah, it's like it's
That's
weird.
weird.
But
That
so
is
they're
weird.
obviously doing something from the past that is not the correct way to do it.
Right.
So that's crazy. I can't believe that you. So basically, it took for you to see WCW one day, and then be like, "Wow, there's other wrestling." Like,
Yeah, and like I never got into WCW because I don't know, I just wasn't familiar. But when ECW and WCW went out of business, it was just WWE for a long time.
right?
Up until recently, like maybe a few years ago, that started like 2010. All those different companies like Ring of Honor started getting more popularity because they're like,
Mhm.
oh, this is where Daniel Bryan came from. This is
Yeah.
where this guy came from.
Yeah.
Um,
CM Punk, like a
Tyler
lot of
CM
Black.
Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Seth Rollins, whatever.
and then with YouTube and all like the random matches that you get to see, I really got invested into Japanese wrestling because it's more sports based rather than
Right.
like, as good as WWE can be. It's just a little too goofy sometimes. Like
Yeah.
with all the backstage segments.
Yeah, just too much
So-
backstage stuff.
Remember the
going on.
Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman tug of war thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just
Come on.
that's
Like,
just
yeah.
Some of it is
from
just
the WWE stuff.
yeah.
Which is why a lot of people are actually excited about this new brand, All Elite Wrestling, is
Yeah.
because they want to be more sports based. They don't want to, have so much backstage bullshit going on. Tony Khan, the president and CEO, doesn't even want to have like an on screen role. He wants it to be, and he
Yeah.
wants wins and losses to matter. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really cool thing. And he's one of the top sports analytics in the entire world. Like he runs. Like even in the NFL, like he owns the Jaguars, but also just like runs numbers. He has a company that runs numbers. He's fucking crazy, dude. He's smart. He's an actual wrestling fan. So that's why it's cool to get this different.
The right people in the right places.
Yeah,
Yep.
true. That's why it's cool to get this different.
this
I
alternative.
like this different.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever talk about MLW since we're on the topic of different?
That-
Major League Wrestling.
That just what? All right, so
It's a shame because we don't, but it's like free. It's YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's all free, and there's like Brian Pillman Jr. is on there.
Yeah.
You got
Teddy
Davey
Hart.
Boy Smith Jr., Teddy Hart, the
who
new
just
Hart
won
Foundation.
the MLW championship? Some big
Jacob
name.
Fatu.
Oh, that's
Oh,
who it
Jacob
was. It was
Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. That's right.
Yeah, he's
Because I follow him on Instagram.
he's like a cousin of all the Fatus.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Fatu. Yeah, I think he's. To be completely honest, he's one of. As far as I know, he's one of Rikishi's sons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just from what I know, because he really talks about his sons on his social media a lot, and always brings up. What's his name again? I can never remember. It's like Steph. One of the Fatu boys, the MLW champion.
Oh, Jacob.
Jacob. All right. So I follow him, and obviously Jay and Jimmy, and so
Yeah.
it's just really cool. Like it's that Samoan dynasty,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and being a Pacific Islander myself,
Yep.
I fucking have mad respect for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's why I love wrestling so much. But anyways, it's
All
not
I
about
can-
my love for wrestling.
All
it's
I
about
can think
Miguel's
about
love
is
for
how
wrestling.
fucking I got a signed shirt by Rikishi, and my wife threw it in the washer.
Oh.
Didn't know it was signed. I didn't tell her. So there went that. But
a little bit.
um
One tier.
so yeah, the second part to the question would be like what interests you now? Obviously, you just said yourself that you're kind of bored of WWE's cartoony kind of image. Like, what's your main source? I see you got the Elite on. I know you're a
Yeah.
AEW fan. But like they're not pumping out weekly content like
No.
Yeah,
every other product or
right,
company right now. So
right. I know
what's
what
what's your main sauce right now?
I'm definitely excited, and I know you guys are excited about AEW. I'm really kind of like I don't really want to have too much of an opinion on it because they don't have anything yet
Yeah.
except for
Right.
the 3 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So it's a thing about like high expectations. If they don't meet it, you're gonna be disappointed. And
Yeah.
it's just gonna be another WWE type of thing.
Yeah. So
Um,
don't set the bar too high.
I recently
intended.
started researching All Japan, because back then in the 90s,
Nihon A.
Goes.
right, something. Uh, All Japan and New Japan were like the top. They were like WCW, WWE.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then a lot of bullshit happened in All Japan. Like so many wrestlers left. The owner died and all that. And then so like now they're down there trying to
Work their way
keep
back
relevant.
Yeah.
With Pro Wrestling Noah. and New Japan, who's like the biggest. They're the number 2 company in the world next to WWE.
Yeah. Damn.
That's
and then there's Dragon Gate, right? That's
Dragon Gate.
like
is,
third.
Yeah.
They're kind of big.
I think they might be considered an indie promotion over there.
Okay. Okay.
Compared to All Japan and Noah and New Japan, but a lot of great guys come out of there too.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Gotta believe it. Right on, man. Well, it's kind of really cool to just pick your wrestling brain because we always.
Well, that's how we do it.
Yeah. Well, we always just hang out at shows and it's all about the business and the music and like, oh, you guys were great. Yeah, you guys were great. Blah 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 blah. But like tonight we get to hang out and actually get to talk some wrestling and hang out and
calling each other up in the middle of the night to fucking wake each other up.
And when you guys are listening to this on the podcast at gionmeatbag.podbean.com, that night you're gonna be able to watch the Raw reunion, which is it'll be pretty cool just to see those faces. That's really all I have.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's really all I have to cover with WWE or all we have to cover with WWE.
That's really all we have to cover.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool. You'll be able to see like Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair and DX will be there and
Hulk Hogan.
Not excited.
Really.
I don't really care for Hogan.
Nobody cares about Hogan anymore. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I really don't.
But he had a TV show,
brother.
He had like nine horrible TV shows.
I don't really care for him, brother. But you know, fucking.
What's that one where he
so
was
much-
like a beach? Fucking. It was
The Heart of Hogan.
It was like the Great Value version of Baywatch, and it had Hulk Hogan,
The
and he
Heart
had
of
like
Hogan,
a boat.
right? Is that it? I don't know.
No, because he wasn't Hogan. No. It was like a Baywatch show, but it had Hulk Hogan in it, but he wasn't Hulk Hogan. He was a character, and he had like this fucking speedboat, and he would like anybody listening, please
Just comment on the YouTube.
Yeah, let me know
Please.
what show I'm talking about because I know I watched it.
Or message us if you're listening to the podcast. Just let us know.
Yes.
But it's just like a really in my opinion, really exciting time to be a wrestling fan because you got everything going on. Impact's actually making an impact, no pun intended. They're actually coming back up. AAA is about to have Triple Mania. That's going to be fucking sick. You're going to see some AEW faces down there.
Oh, of course.
For Triple Mania. So Cody's going to be down there.
They've got that working partnership.
Yeah, Cody will be down there. Bucks will be down there. So it'll be cool. Yeah. It's really nice to see their working partnership. And New Japan is just freaking off the chain right now. It's so good, dude. I just love New Japan.
Just a side note, Alfie's
What's up, Alfie?
He wants to hear the new shit.
Yeah. We're actually just about to head that way too. Yeah.
I think we have one more song that we're gonna play from.
Yeah, it's just so you know, this is the exclusive because it's pre-mastered.
Not
Drew's
mastered, barely
sweating
mixed.
bullets.
Pre-mixed.
Just pre-mixed. Yeah, pre-mixed. It's
You're like,
sweaty.
No.
Yeah.
It's
No.
sweaty.
Sorry, Josh.
Drew's like, please, no.
It's number 10.
Well, make sure you guys are following Birth of Monsters everywhere.
It's actually in Germany. It's Girth of Monsters.
Oh,
Good the monsters.
Girth of Monsters.
And this song's called Koala Length.
What's it really called?
No, I'm just kidding. It's called Coelacanth. Which that's how I read it the first time.
That works.
No,
Are you sure it's number 10?
I think it's number 10.
Here we go. Unreleased.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. The
Let's see the cat in my bed, hogging the covers and snoring instead of telling me tales of woe from a world that we can't explore any more than a few fathoms. Under the covers, they watch for to create a new race. Start over and erase this fight. I gave attention. You found dimension. You wanted everything. You wanted everything. With lack of motion and false emotion. What fear would change would bring. And hid from everything. In the street insights. Driving for Spare One's Leash. Throughout the seasons and lack of reasons, unsatiated, I stood and waited with great selection and misdirection. Your thoughts are stated, so calculated. Word, word, word. They bring no satisfaction. Word, word, word. Mean nothing without action. Word, word, word. Are all we seem to use. Word, word, word. They're nothing but abuse. You know what's up? Yeah. You know what's up? Yeah.
So fucking pumped in here that Vic started a mosh pit in the middle of the
right now.
fucking Cosmic
And he
Soup.
fell right on his back.
And ain't nobody mad at him. He fucking took a bump. I think he's a pro wrestler.
Hey, he just got up and
He just
Now he's smoking
bumped
a
like a
cigarette.
pro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our girthiest of Girth of Monsters unreleased tracks, and one of our better segments of Through the Table. So,
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
it's over. That's all we have to
That's it.
discuss for wrestling, so that we can get back to the nitty gritty stuff here
Gritty
at
nitty.
the Gio and Meatbag Show. Oh,
Hey.
welcome back.
Hi.
There he is.
I just slid in like I slide into Gio's DMs when I need him to do things.
All right, so we are back.
We're back,
Episode
ladies
number
and gentlemen.
60.
Yes.
60 fucking episodes, man. That's something to celebrate. That's
Yeah.
why I wore my dress shirt tonight.
Congratulations, guys.
I thought that you wore that shirt because you were thinking that Drake Maverick and R-Truth were going to come through the studio
So I
door.
can, one.
You're 70% to your 100 mark.
So to celebrate 60 episodes tonight, we got
Celebrations.
Birth of fucking Monsters in the house.
Celebrations in the house. Dick's
So-
eating his, what are those chips again?
Sabritones.
I don't even know how to say that. Just
Basically,
They will
like-
ruin your mouth like
I'm
Captain
stoned.
Crunch, dude. They're so good.
Oh, yeah. You tear up the roof of your mouth. Let me get some of them.
They're so good.
Oh yeah.
So,
what? So what?
do you want to
Ah, stays in mind.
play the most depressing segment of our podcast?
Oh my god.
So this is the part where I go check on my kid and make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Great dad, everybody. Let's take an applause here.
If you're still with
Let's
us.
do applause.
Oh, wait. We don't have any facts from the roadie, huh? Well,
Some more
Crunch.
Birth of Monsters.
What? We don't have any more.
ask him some questions.
We don't. We do or we don't because the other ones are way.
No. We're not going to play anymore, but we can talk to you guys more.
Oh yeah,
Well,
let's do that.
Okay, so here's what just happened. I thought we were gonna go into Roadie's facts of the road right
Wait,
now.
what are the roadies facts of the
Where is
road?
Rhodey?
Yeah,
but he doesn't. He didn't
them.
send
Where the
any
fuck is he?
facts this week because he's a pile of shit.
I was
So-
gonna say that I'm impressed that he sent facts without us having to tell him, but we
No.
didn't tell
No,
him.
he sure
So
didn't.
he didn't
Yeah.
send any facts.
Because he's a piece of shit.
But you know what I'm gonna
Fact.
put over right now? I
He
love
didn't
that
send
we
any
have Birth
facts.
of Monsters in the studio, but next week we're gonna not in the studio, but we're gonna have a pretty kick-ass interview with Chris
Yeah.
of Pulley and Authority Zero.
No shit.
Yes, that'd be a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking A,
Oh,
dude. Chris
shit.
I
Bailey.
slid into
And,
his DMs.
and word around town is that he's a pro wrestling fan too.
Yeah, he loves wrestling. Yeah, he loves
Yeah,
wrestling.
look
so
at
we'll
you.
be
You're
talking.
A goddamn mess right
I
now.
know,
Yeah,
I'm
you
making
are
a
a
mess.
goddamn mess. Yep.
It's okay.
So
we'll get through it.
God.
no roadie segment this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
You can't hear my
I don't
sweet
think
guitar
anybody
playing for
cares.
his backing track. That's
So let's
that's
ask-
unfortunate.
let's
folks,
ask-
but
Girth of Monsters, a couple more questions.
I am down. So
Yeah,
obviously
Meatbag,
I've been in and out all night. But did you guys record the stuff you're working on right now at SER as well again?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Because the quality of the first EP was really good.
Yeah,
So
Josh Rosenboom just fucking kills it.
He's a
man.
beast.
He's a
okay,
beast.
cool.
He's very quick.
Super
Kept
fast.
Up with us. We first day what we do 12.
Yeah.
But like so, and luckily he did multiple takes in that first 2-3 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, it was like 3-4 hours.
It was like 3-4 hours. Yeah.
Right, something like that. It did multiple takes, like 3 times every song. Fucking just nailed it. But now we're going in doing vocals and like doing the sound, the fancy part. He's pressing the sparkle button and sprinkling the crack on it.
As we say here at Cosmic Soup, putting the fucking sauce on it.
Yeah, putting
There
the
you go.
sauce.
Same
He
shit.
puts the sauce on it. Yeah.
We don't even have to say anything anymore. We just like look a little
Jeremy knows what he's
disappointed in
doing.
something and look up at Jeremy and he's like, I'm already on it.
It's on.
I don't know about you, but I just grab like a thing of taco sauce and just legitimately throw it at him.
Yeah.
And then he knows I want
Sauce.
this. Well, I don't want that kind of sauce. He knows I
I
want
do.
the other kind of sauce.
I want that cosmic sauce, you know what I'm
Cosmic
saying?
Soup, you know.
Yeah, the one that puts you in a trance, man.
You know, I had to listen to a couple of your podcasts, like to get ready for like the questions you might ask. us.
big day,
brother. So, like, but you guys asked Shoei and Torrance Teams like where they plan on going with their album,
Yeah.
and yeah, dude,
So if I may,
we're hitting up NASA. It's going on a gold record.
Okay.
yeah. You're gonna send it to fucking
you're
outer
just
space?
right
breaking
in space.
through the
Nice.
We're gonna
glass
send
ceiling.
it up to Uranus.
Fuck
to
yeah.
Area 51.
Yeah, send it to Area 51.
I'm sorry.
Well, may I ask the question? Where do you guys want to go with the
Yeah,
new
what's the
record?
plans?
What is the plans?
tour,
what's-
play,
What's the single?
Japan, Italy,
Spain.
Spain.
Madrid.
They got some good scenes.
Preferably
Arizona.
Madrid.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
You guys should
Always
really
hit
play
Arizona.
Arizona.
We're going to Vegas in September sometime.
They've played the
Critical
entire
miss.
fuck out
Nice.
of Arizona.
Good shit.
But
They
yeah, we
play
wanna
every
just
other
tour
show
around.
there is
You
to
guys
play.
don't want to
Nice.
just play Arizona? You guys want to get out?
Tempe only.
I
You
want
guys
I wanna
only
get
want
the
to
fuck
play
out of
the
here.
Yucca.
No,
Hey,
wanna
if
get
we
the
go to
fuck out.
Japan,
My man.
I'm taking her to
I
fucking
love you
karaoke
guys.
houses,
I'm just giving you.
like the land of karaoke,
Sake bombs.
sake bombs,
Mm.
the land of that. We're all
Golden
getting,
noodles
we're
and
gonna do that shit, right?
Hatsaki.
And then he's gonna take me to one of these fucking wrestling matches.
Dude, you go
Oh,
watch
New
a New
Japan.
Japan event live in Japan.
Is OWE out of Japan or are they China?
Who?
OWE.
Oh, they're in China.
China?
Yeah.
China.
Okay. No disrespect. I just didn't know the origins of the company, okay?
Well,
Good
you can
Lord.
tell by the way they look. They look a lot smaller. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So, one thing I do want to put out there. This is I think this is kind of like the first time anyone's done anything like this. The preview of a new record of a band before they actually put it out.
yeah.
It's like a preview.
Well, yeah, because these guys trusted us enough to play their unmastered shit,
Yes, sir.
but it's not the entire album.
Yeah, you're gonna
Right.
hear the beautiful version
Which-
later after it's got
well-
this sparkle button and shit.
If this would have been your guys' first album, it would have been like 2/3 of the album.
Yeah,
which,
right.
you
We'll
know?
just play the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that was 2 years ago that we fucking recorded
Fuck!
that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, congrats.
Can't believe it.
Hey,
So long.
great fucking EP
Boom,
up there,
Boom.
up high. Check it out. Birth of Monsters, cleverly titled Volume 1. It's on Spotify, on Apple Music, it's on Grind Hub, it's on all that
Farmers only.
juicy shit. It's been featured on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Just look it up. It's great. It gives
Just
you
look under your seats.
it gives you that vibe like, okay, I'm ready for this new shit, right? If they're to listen to it now,
Good, yeah.
you know?
Hopefully, yeah.
So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast would not be possible if it weren't for this beautiful gentleman sitting to my left here. Jeremy Daniel, the Lord of the Land here at Cosmic Soup Realms. We have a very special segment dedicated to Cosmic Soup, and it is called
Hey! So, one of the things that I wanted to tell last week but I didn't want to take up too much time. Is I want to tell a story about my shitty neighbor because I have a sign that just says Cosmic Soup Recording, and it's got my phone number and stuff. And I've got it in front of that near the house. And so like people, you know, as they're driving, if they're trying to find it, you know, they hopefully see this sign. Well, at
We
night,
totally missed it, dude.
yeah, oh no, yeah, trust me, no one sees it. But at night, it's almost impossible to see.
Right.
So you know, sometimes people will come up to the door or whatever of the house, and which is fine. I don't care if they do that. But my wife said, "Hey, why don't you put the sign like actually by the road? You know, then people would see it, and you know they wouldn't come to the house and everything." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea." So I put the sign out like near the road, and like an hour later, I go out to leave, and someone had like moved my sign and then like pushed it over or something and like broke the stand. And so I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So like I put it back together and like, you know, put it back to where it was or whatever. And I'm like, that was weird. Like I didn't know if someone like, you know, driving by just being a dick or whatever. And
Right.
Is
knocking
this the
it
goat
over.
guy? The guy with goats?
No,
That
no,
guy?
no. Oh, this is the neighbor to the
Okay.
left. Yeah. And so
As Beyonce would say.
and so then
It's a trickle down effect, man.
a few days later, the owner of the house was here, and he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, I was just outside, and the neighbor came up to me and she had said something about your sign." And I'm like, "Yeah, what about it?" And he's like, "Well, I guess she's got a problem, you know, because you're not supposed to be having a business out of the house." And I'm like, "Really? Like, out of all the goddamn
According to
things?"
her rules or what? Because
Yeah,
you have
like-
a landlord
HOA
that
or what?
knows what you're doing here. So
Well,
Is it
exactly.
HOA shit?
No. There's not even
Don't
an
go fuck
HOA.
themselves.
no, it's literally according to her
Cosmic
rules.
Yeah, and so I just said, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm sorry. I
Get Kathy to speak to their manager.
I put the sign out there. I thought it would help, you know, people, you know, so they're not going up to the house and
Right.
everything." And he's like, "Hey, listen, I don't care, but you know, I'm just letting you know what she said or whatever." And I'm like, "God damn it, dude!"
That sucks.
So
Why can't
this
people just mind their own business?
No shit.
exactly. So she's the black hole of the week.
You know, and it's like, it's not even like she hears anything because it's not
Well,
like
yeah.
you have.
If she was complaining about noise or
Yeah.
traffic or you know whatever, people
Legit.
skinny dipping in my pool at 3 o'clock in the morning, you
Fucking
know.
What?
Oh, okay, I can respect that,
What?
Fuck this guy for making a living.
but because there's a
Fuck
goddamn
that.
sign, like that's really gonna ruin your day because there's some little like 2-foot sign.
Granted, we do sort of kind of like walk into the wrong houses.
No,
I think we
We have a
went
habit
to-
of doing that.
Hey, but you came to the right house.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
wasn't the right building
time.
on the property.
Third time. Took 3 tries.
So that was your Cosmic Soup.
Rant.
Black hole of the black hole.
Very interesting. I know Jeremy fought very hard not to make me the Cosmic Soup Black Hole of the week this week because I skinny dipped in his pool
after the podcast.
after episode 59, and that's where the actual music break that you guys saw tonight, the music break photo got taken, was at the after party where Gio skinny dipped in the pool
Yep.
with
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah.
Boy, or excuse me, Rhodey.
Roadie, naked
Yeah.
Roadie.
No, you know, actually, he's Wonder Boy tonight because he doesn't like that, and he didn't send us any facts. So
And so, this is a good segue. Last week, what the fuck happened
with what?
with your drinking?
Oh, they're supposed to be
my
on the
way.
show last week.
We're supposed to.
We're
oh,
supposed to-
oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So,
Yeah, bro.
So, long story long, I got too drunk and really fucked up with Meatbag. Oh, shit.
Whoa!
And
hey,
then-
hey, take it easy on the sauce, bro.
So
Take it easy on the sauce.
I got really fucked up with Meatbag.
Says the fucking alcoholic.
And the next day, everybody's like, all right, we're all set. Let's do this podcast. Everybody's writing each other. And I actually died. No, so here's the real scoop. I stayed up all night drinking and
Fucking Meatbag, dude.
by the time I went home,
Not Gio.
by the time I went home, it was like 4:30. And I had to be at work, not leave for work, but be at work at 5:30. So I was like, you know what?
Fuck it.
I'm going to work half drunk.
Yep.
And went to work half drunk. I only worked for like 2 or 3 hours because it was Sunday. It's a chill fucking day on Sundays. Went home, fell asleep, and woke up at about
The next day.
11 o'clock p.m. Let's say like 11:49 p.m. and was like, oh, shit, guys, sorry.
Yeah, right. He was like, nobody. What the notifications? Where's it at?
Well, no, after a while, after everybody like responded, I was like, well, thanks for all the calls to see if I'm alive, guys. Like, thanks a lot.
Oh, it was so funny.
The only person that called me was Vic at 3 a.m. to sing part 2.
Yeah. Hey, man, we just thought we'd let you sleep in and we'd take the night off.
Everybody knew.
We knew.
Of course you guys knew. But I didn't know that you knew at the time. I wasn't new to the knowledge of knowing that you knew.
I don't want to do this goddamn podcast.
So,
fuck him.
Sorry I wasn't in for the black hole of the week.
It's okay.
It was you.
You can listen to it on.
Probably about the accident theory.
It was you.
I finally told the story about the accident theory
And
because
I missed
Meatbag
it.
wasn't here.
Yeah.
I missed it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gents,
we have had a great episode number 60 with Girth of Monsters, aka Birth of Monsters, here to celebrate our episode number 60.
Woo!
But I think it's about that time to like
call it.
really
real
wrap
quick.
it up.
Real
Wrapping
quick. Gio, how was your week?
It sucked, man.
Okay.
No, it was
okay.
awesome. We did
Okay.
a podcast in the
Okay.
middle of the week.
Fuck yeah.
And me and Gio went bowling, and Gio won.
Yeah, I heard, dude.
One
Yeah,
game.
Jeremy told us about that.
One
practice
game.
today.
Veronica won the next, and it really pissed me off because she always
She
fucking
was
beats
hitting the
me.
strikes, bruh.
Meatbag, how was your week?
Thought you lived down.
Mine was good. I had a very relaxed week, and I spent the entire day with my kid today, and I had a really good time because we don't get to spend a lot of time together just because work.
Yeah,
You
life,
know it.
life.
So
Man.
it was cool to hang out with nobody.
How was the trunk space?
The trunk space, I played at a church, which is new for me,
Under the shirt.
and Jeremy. And we played at the trunk space, and that was fun. We actually had a really good show. I like playing for the younger crowd.
No, it
That
was cool.
fun. Yeah, it was odd playing at a church.
Yeah. So, Drew, how was your week?
Oh, my week was great.
Yeah, time really flies by when you work all.
That's all he ever said.
He came
That's all he ever said.
He came straight
What do you
here
guys
after work.
He's working right now.
Life
working
sucks.
right
this
now.
is this
We're
is
working
his
every
week
day.
right here.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? This is what we live for:
This is work.
hanging out and
The highlight,
playing
brother.
shows and making music. Right?
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers to
The ultra,
Ultra cheers.
It's ultra cheers.
This is an ultra cheers. That is
recommended
correct.
by Jeremy Daniel.
Does
Vic.
anybody want Miggy to squat him while we're here?
Oh yeah, I can.
He's a
Not
squatter.
today.
He'll squat you,
Oh,
bro.
God.
I'm wearing the
dude.
good pants. I don't want to.
I ripped my shit.
Vic, how was your week, man?
My week was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to hear.
If it was any better, it'd be twins.
I love it.
Mig, how's your week, brother?
How's
How's everything going,
I
man?
didn't really have a week. I just worked.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's life, man.
know,
Especially
right?
down here in the big city. You're like, work, and then these are the times
Play,
where we
play,
get to
play.
like
You gotta work so you can play.
hang. You know,
And you know,
play.
like we always try to take a moment. We usually do it at the beginning, like, but we always try to take a moment just to make sure, like, everyone around us, like, ask how it's going.
yeah,
Because, like, sometimes if it's not going good, which it hasn't been going good for some people, we'll let it out right here. That's what
Yeah.
we do. You know, it's kind of therapeutic. You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a great week.
that's good.
I
shit.
gave you a fucking cliche answer, but like, dude,
No, I'm sure
I've
you had a
been-
lot of
Yeah, we
events.
got
that-
I've
to
been
see a
rocking
video
out.
of you
It's
puking.
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I got to
Yeah,
see a
we-
video of you.
Vic and
Been
I
hanging out
actually
with my
video
girlfriend.
chatted.
I'm getting shit done. It's been great.
Vic is probably the most, like, out of all the people in bands that I know, person that I video chat just like
Oh, yeah.
randomly. Because
5
like
in the
I could
morning.
be fucked up at a party somewhere and be
Way
like,
back
4 or 5 in the
"Oh,
morning.
I'm gonna fucking call Vic and get his ass back for calling me fucking
what
all
he
these other
says.
times." And it's fucked up because he answers.
And now
He
we're
answers
here.
every time.
That's
Yeah.
what you should have chose for the last song, so we could hear it here at the studio.
Well,
where we
one of the
recorded.
last times that he called me, I woke up at like 5:30 or 5 o'clock and seen that I had a missed call from Vic.
Yep.
So what I do is I wait till like 7:30, maybe
Then
8
I call you
o'clock,
back
and
at
I start
noon.
blasting him with
That's
calls.
when you got-
There you go.
And he's like fucking out.
Yeah, dude. That's when you call.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
I figured it
2
out.
o'clock. I mean, he's just hitting his fucking prime
Yeah.
right there. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Good night.
Yeah.
I'm done." But yeah. So honestly, it's been an honor, guys, to celebrate episode number 60 with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for actually I should have started with I apologize for not being able to do this last week when we had all planned on doing it.
Yeah.
After making that the new plan to do it last week, and then
Okay, shit
And
happens.
you know what?
third time's a charm.
He fucked off so bad that next week we have to figure out how to do Frank's and Dean's and schedule this interview with Chris. I'm gonna put you on blast on the podcast.
Damn.
Fuck the group chat. Fuck the group chat. I'm just
You know
kidding,
what
I
we
love
do?
you.
We
We do
interview,
it.
we interview them both.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
we do
For
it.
one episode, are you shitting me?
A
do it.
fucking what do you call it in wrestling? Fucking tag team.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Get
Yeah.
Franks and Deans in here. That'd
Just
be
guys,
awesome.
make sure you're following Birth of Monsters on
Oh,
all
yeah.
end of social media. Stay
They
tuned
owe
with
us
their
one.
music releases. Go to their shows here in Phoenix, and they're gonna make it out to Osaka. They're gonna make it out to Spain.
All that.
They're gonna make it out to New Amsterdam.
Madrid,
all
Spain,
those places
to be
eventually,
specific.
Yokohama as well.
and Yokohama.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not
Gio.
not Yokozono.
Did you
Or
make your
Yokohama.
announcement yet?
Fuck no.
Oh yeah, I guess
Not
it's about
Yoko.
that time, ladies and
Hashtag
gentlemen.
no Yoko.
The Gio and Meatbag has some shattering news to really display here.
Drop
What?
on you.
We're moving. We're moving to Wednesday nights,
Oh,
What?
live on the
you
YouTube.
scared me. I thought we were like legitimately moving somewhere
this
else.
No,
is
we're
it.
done. Episode 60 is the
Scared the
last
shit out of me. I was
episode. We're
like, wait,
done.
what?
We're breaking up.
I'm
Damn.
gonna
You're
film
moving?
my own podcast out of my mom's basement.
What do I do?
No, honestly,
Mom's basement.
Gio and Meatbag Show.
Why?
We're moving to Wednesday nights. We're gonna try to stick around
Oh.
the 7 o'clock
Nice.
time frame, maybe, unless you guys want to, go to something else. It doesn't matter. It's really up to us. You marks are gonna watch it no matter what,
Yeah.
and we're gonna
And the
create it.
Smarks are gonna critique us, and we're gonna create it. And
And the podcast
Hopefully
is
you
still
guys
going to be
watch.
available the next
Yeah,
day, so it'd be
exactly.
Friday.
Wait,
Or, I
should we
mean,
check?
excuse
Should
me,
we check?
Thursday.
To close it off, like
Yes.
some comments here.
Check the
Yeah.
comments.
check it out.
See
right
where
now.
we're
Let's
at.
do it.
We got a little
Right.
No
time.
Composure still has a shirt to give away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. We do got a
shit.
shirt giveaway, huh? Let's see
The
what we got here, boys.
sweepstakes here at the Gio and Meatbag Show.
Sweepstakes.
What's the secret word, Meatbag?
Oh, the secret word today.
Ultra Nicky.
Okay, so if you guys use the word in the comments, born again, again, the 2 words, it's all you got to write in the comments. Born again. Gio, you are not eligible for
Damn
the
it.
contest
And
again.
neither are you, Uncle Nate.
It's like, is that
Uncle
like
Nate,
Jason
no,
Bourne,
because we
born,
already
or
have
just
his
born?
shirt for him. But
Yeah,
we got
not
we
airborne,
gotta,
born, but
I
just
want to say
born.
we have a little mystery care package
Yes.
for
Oh.
our. We're gonna have a mystery care package for our winner tonight. If you guys comment "born again" right now at the Gio and Meatbag Hour, and does not include the people who listen to it on the podcast, you got to be watching on YouTube
Yep.
to win a No Composure
So if
mystery
we don't
package.
Holy
see it
shit.
within the next,
There's a sweepstakes.
Vic's all
so
over
if we don't
we
see the
got
I'm all
6
comment,
over it.
minutes and we're fucking off.
well, no,
the
no.
air,
If
so-
we don't see the comment on our page before we start to upload the podcast,
Yeah,
okay,
then
we'll give them till then.
yeah.
okay.
it. There you go.
Guys,
so
comment "born again" to win a little No Composure mystery package.
yeah. And Squared is gonna donate a dick.
Well, included in the No Composure Squared mystery package, which I should put out there. Maybe people will comment Born Again. We'll throw in some Squared stickers, and we'll throw in some new Cosmic Soup foil stickers.
Yeah, it's the podcast, man. We can
Yeah.
throw in
Oh,
whatever the fuck
we're
we
going
want.
to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I was going
All
to
of the-
donate.
all
I was
of
going to
Jeremy's
donate
supply.
mine.
Oh, okay,
I have
okay,
my own
okay.
stack. Thank you.
We got some stickers too. We'll give you. We'll throw some in.
Yeah,
there.
Birth
Birth
of
of
Monsters
Monsters.
donating
Donate
right
some
there.
stickers.
Boom.
Boom.
Comment
Guys,
right now.
Comment
And
right
Born
now.
Again.
Born Again.
I have some Birth of Monster stickers too left over.
Heyo.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Nice.
I save at least one sticker from every
Who's
band.
going to comment Born Again, dude? Probably no one, because we have 2 people watching right now.
Oh,
and
Go
they,
watch.
they
They
refuse
do
to
throughout the
comment
week.
it.
Nikki,
That's
are
how
you
we-
going to win again?
They
this
don't
week?
want any of that stuff.
Shout out to
Okay.
Nikki.
Win again. She didn't even get her first one.
Oh, I did. I took care of
Oh.
her. Yeah. She won last week. Nikki, shout out to you. We know you are trying to hang in there.
Yes.
I don't know how else to put it.
Best
One of our good
wishes.
friends, Nikki,
Best wishes.
is hospitalized. As far as I know, she's okay right now, and we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Best
Get out of
wishes.
there and get better
Yeah.
now.
Yes, exactly. So,
Be well.
I don't think we're getting
those
a
are good
comment, guys.
closing words.
I have a good idea, guys.
What?
Shut up.
Let's end the show with fucking Death Ride.
Yeah. Hi. We're Death Ride.
69 more.
69 more.
69 more. No, this song is called Revenge.
Love it.
And it is by Death Ride. And we thank you guys so much for tuning
Yes,
in,
thank you guys very
listening,
much.
downloading. We see all of the progress on the internet. Thank you guys for sharing our shit. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Cosmic Soup Recording, Bodacious Prince, and fuck it, Every Show Joe.
Yes, thank you guys very, very much. Stay tuned for the next episode,
Yeah.
61. We got
60
Chris.
Juan.
We got Chris from Pulley Authority Zero, episode 61. Thank you, Birth of Monsters,
And
for hanging
Franks
out,
and
guys.
Fuck yeah,
Thank you
dude.
guys.
We're going to get Franks and Deans on our
And as
that interview with
promoted,
Pip?
I might puke
yeah,
right now.
if it
Hold
fucking
on.
takes forever.
Got the free
Nick's
bag.
gonna
Good night,
close you out
guys.
with the
Cheers,
puke.
No,
everyone.
I'm
Guys,
gonna
Gonna
send you
close
out
you out
with
with
the
a
puke.
puke.
Thank you so much to Birth of Monsters for being in here. You guys go check them out on all social media platforms. You can find
Fuck
them
yeah,
on
we love you
all
guys.
music streaming services. Thank you so much. Episode number 60. This is Death Ride Revenge.
Hi, we're Death Ride.
So you think you're better than me because you graduated the 8th grade and you still have all your teeth? You're so condescending with the words you say. You think you're confident, but I can't set this man. Revenge! 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 Stepped on many toes to get where you are. Feeling will never heal. There'll always be a scar. Revenge! 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 So you think you're better than me because your bed starts every morning and your income is 6 figures?